What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 18 Road to Glory, episode number 58 today, guys. And in today's episode, we are going to go through our weekend league, the final weekend of February, and can we get the Elite 1 Monthlies, Elite 3 Weeklies? That is the question for this weekend. Of course, it's going to be a grind, and we only need 23 wins to get Elite 1 Monthlies this weekend, so hopefully we can do it. Let's see if we can in this episode. The first team we are going to be jumping up into against is going to be a pretty tasty team. He's actually got a few interesting players in there with that man of the match Sarabia. He's got inform Talisca. He's got that 86 rated Naldo, and of course second in form for Schalke, which unfortunately for me, I've actually lost quite a few coins on. Remember, I bought one or two of them for about 26,000 coins, and I actually decided to set them into the Vieira SBC. Well, now both of those cards have gone up to about 60k, and it is a bit unfortunate for myself. However, guys, we're coming up into this game. Neymar doing some work down the wing, and I think my opponent just put down the controller here or something like that. I don't know what exactly happened, but Neymar's able to dribble his way into Suarez, and Suarez is going to make that 2-0. And as you can see, something must have happened there with his controller, or maybe his parents came into the room, I don't know exactly, but he did decide to pause the game. But we were continuing on with the play, Neymar cutting inside, and Neymar, guys, Neymar is so good. And this is the question that I'm going to pose to myself, is whether or not where to put Ronaldo when we get him, because I know I'm definitely going to get him, and I think he's down to about 1.4 million coins right now, so that is exceptionally cheap for a Ronaldo. But I'm just wondering, where do I put him once we get Ronaldo? Because Ronaldo is going to come into the team, and then we're going to have Messi, Suarez, Neymar, and Ronaldo. Now, Ronaldo could potentially go wide, but I'm liking that big physical presence in the middle. But I also want Neymar to be in the middle, because he's been dictating play for me there. He's been so good. So the question is whether or not to put Ronaldo or Neymar there. Who's going to play wide? Who's going to play in the middle? We'll have to see. It's going to be a bit of trial and error, but we'll get there eventually. But right here in this game, guys, we're coming up against my boy, my man, Justin, aka JustMan United 12. And of course, he is a competitor for Wellington Phoenix in the E-League. So this was always going to be a tough match. Right here, we're going to work our way inside with Messi. Very nice little double tap past his De Gea to make it 1-0. And this was always going to be a tough match. Our teams are pretty evenly balanced, and I'd say our game styles are also very balanced. He's a very good opponent, and also a very long time viewer of the channel. So I think he's going to be pretty excited to see him in this episode, especially since with the outcome that he gets. Right here, Rijkaard passing it off to Overmars. I did not see that pass at all, and what a leaping header there from Ronaldo. And that's why I'm missing in Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo is that, like, the final key, that extra bit of physicality and dominance that I'm missing from this team. I mean, Suarez, Neymar, and Messi, don't get me wrong, they're amazing, but I think Rui Costa could be replaced with Ronaldo. Now, right there, I actually scored a kickoff goal, a bit of BS, but there's not much you can do, and especially since we come down here, my Rijkaard, for some reason, does this weird, like, sort of block thing. It was, like, I didn't have any control over my defender there, and he's able to make it 3-2. Right here, Suarez, tidy little finish there to make it 3-3, and at this point, I'm like, okay, we just need to take this to extra time, see it out, see how we're going to go with the gameplay, and hopefully we can grab a win. But unfortunately for us, our boy Justin, in the 85th minute, I believe, nice little 1-2 passing play with Aubameyang and Ronaldo, and unfortunately for us, that's how this game is going to wrap up. Martial passes into Ronaldo, back into Martial, and the final score is going to be 4-3. Unfortunately for us, we're going to take a loss, but I know Justin's going to be pretty happy with that win. But if you look at the stats, they're very even, and it could have gone either way, definitely. So I wasn't mad at the loss. I'll happily take it on the chin, and we'll just have to go throughout the rest of the weekend league knowing that he beat us, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Right there, we are 57th in the world, and we're coming up into our next match, 12-3. And at this point, guys, you would have known that the weekend league actually did get extended, and that was a massive lifesaver. It was an absolutely huge lifesaver, because I wouldn't have had the time. I could only play on the Friday and the Sunday. I couldn't have played on the Saturday, and I needed the Monday night to actually finish off my game. So right here, Son making it 1-0 past us. I was like, oh, that's an annoying angle to concede from, because ter Stegen normally hits that with his foot, and it's normally saved, but unfortunately for us, he gets that double tap past the keeper. Right here, Kimmich working his way inside to Neymar, and great little control there from Suarez, and he lays it off to Messi, who lays it back to Suarez, and Suarez with the iconic double tap to make it 1-1. Great little finish there from Suarez. and we're going to come back up in this one. Neymar laying the ball off to Messi, back to Suarez, and the combination between those three players is just phenomenal. Messi getting a nice little double tap past the keeper there to make it 2-1, and unfortunately for us in this one, guys, my opponent comes back down with another kickoff. So the kickoff is alive and well. I do have to say that. It's like a lot of people don't seem to think they'll kickoff again with that angle. I don't know what it is about this dude, but he just knew how to make my goalkeeper not fall over correctly, which was a bit annoying. But yeah, the kickoff is definitely alive and well. It just, you need to know how to execute it. There's like, how the kickoff works is a lot of your players just sit back and they don't do anything. And when you have that, they're not as responsive still. So there's still a responsivity issue. And you can't make them move in time. So if you can just distribute the ball out wide and then cut it back in, it's very, very easy to score goals still. And I think I've won 3 or 4 games from kickoff goals, just from playing it wide and then cutting it back in. Right here, we come up against Bilbao Baggins, a phenomenal team with that 94 rated De Gea. The card that I actually really look the like of, just the design of it looks so phenomenal. And unfortunately for my opponent, he's actually going to concede a very, very unlucky goal here. Rui Costa, I wasn't really controlling him and he made a tackle, and then Suarez finishing off a not very clean goal. So that was really, really unfortunate for my opponent, and it's going to take him all the way to the 86th minute to actually get a shot back. Ronaldinho slotting that one home, a nice little double tap finesse past my Ter Stegen, and we're back in it. It's going to be tight. However, in the 89th minute, we're going to come down the pitch. Suarez holding off possession, and he's able to find Neymar, and that's how the game is going to finish. 2-1. And a very, very late winner there with Neymar. And Neymar just absolutely showing why he's clutch. He's clutch in those tight positions. And I think from shots, I probably should have deserved to win. He didn't really create that too many attacking positions and opportunities. So he was a very, very decent player. However, just he didn't create enough for himself. And unfortunately for him, we were able to get the win. Now, right here is going to be the final match of today's episode against my boy TFA. You guys won't know we come up against him quite a lot. It's always a close match, and the difference in his team nowadays is he's got that 90 rated upgraded Salah, and we're actually going to talk about the upgrades a bit later in this episode, because we have some nice upgrades in the red cards we have. What a finesse shot there by Messi. I'm sorry, but that is an absolute belt on the volley, and he's able to tuck that one top bins. So congratulations, Messi. That's an absolutely great goal right there. Nice little 1-2 play from TFA, and he's able to make that 1-1. Messi with the finesse shot, and great finish there. You're not going to complain against that. That's a team of the year Messi, really, to be honest. And he's able to slot that one home. Right here, Suarez, nice little double ball roll finesse, and makes it 2-1. We're back in this one. We're back in the lead. However, for us, guys, TFA wasn't done there, and he's able to find a very, very nice little goal. Very, very similar goal to the goal I scored, except it wasn't on the volley, and it's going to make it 2-2, bring us into extra time, where I think, in my opinion, this was a bit of a shady tackle, but I don't know entirely. Rijkaard could have got the ball there, but I don't know. You'd have to watch a replay, but there wasn't any replay. But unfortunately for us, we get a penalty. There's not much you can really do there. And of course, my boy TFA is able to slot this one home with Ronaldo. And he's going to make it 3-2 and seal out the game. He was just able to hold on possession. I wasn't able to get back on the ball in time. And really, that's going to wrap up the game. So 3-2, unfortunately for us, the final score. As you can see, we did have a lot of opportunities to score. It was on the day we weren't able to make the goals, and that was the real thing. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this weekend league. As you guys can see, we finished on 29-9. And I don't know if I'll play my final 2 games. I might have to see later on. But if I do, you guys will see that next episode. And as you guys will see right there, we managed to finish on Elite 3. So we got Elite 3 for the week and Elite 1 for the month. A very, very tasty month, finishing on 118 wins. And that is us wrapping up for Weekend League for February. It's going to be pretty good. We're going to have 20 red informs coming for you guys next episode, as well as 3 inform cards. And I believe the team of the week is going to have people like Suarez and stuff like that. So it should be pretty decent. But right here, guys, let's talk about some of these upgrades that EA have been giving. Of course, the BPL and the Calcio A/Serie A has been upgraded. I don't know what league's next, possibly the Bundesliga or La Liga, but we'll have to see. But the first card we're going to talk about is Luis Alberto. He's now 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot with very, very decent stats. I believe he got a 12 or something pace upgrade, and this card looks very tasty, and it's actually going to go very well alongside Milinkovic-Savic. This card, man, this card looks sensational, and I've actually been using it as a super sub for Goretzka when Goretzka gets tired. And with those sort of stats, when you put a shadow on him, he's going to be an absolute tank in the midfield with 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. You can't go wrong with this card. This is going to be a Pogba killer, I believe. He's probably better than Pogba, better than a lot of players. And as well, he also gets a link to my boy Ciro Immobile, now 86 rated. I believe his team of the group stage or whatever card is 88 rated, and that card looks sensational. But we have this one untradeable in the club, so why not use him? And there's also one more player in our club that got an upgrade, which is going to be the 89 rated Christian Eriksen. You guys will remember that this is the first card we actually managed to pull from the Reds, and it was alongside Pogba and Rui Costa. So this card has a special place in my heart, and as you guys can see, I've already played 230 games with him with 191 goals and 183 assists, and you'll see that he's been doing work in this club. He's been involved in a lot of things, so I've been very, very happy with this card. And this is going to be my full red team going forward, and maybe come next episode, we might have some new upgrades to this team. Hopefully, there'll be some different sort of players we can sort of fit in, and if there are some new upgrades, we might have to change the team up. But that's how it's looking right now, guys, and I'm actually really, really liking the look of it. Zaha up there with Immobile, behind them Luis Alberto, and of course we have Christian Eriksen, so my boy Milinkovic-Savic, and Kessie. And I'm actually really, really liking the defense of Kolasinac, Winston Reed, De Vrij, and Karsdorp with Perrin and goal. And the only real thing it's lacking really is the pace in the defense, but besides that, I think this team is actually doing pretty well. So I'm happy with this red team. I think it's actually pretty decent, and hopefully it can perform in seasons and when I'm practicing for Weekend League or I need some fitness back. But that's going to wrap it up for this episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Sorry if my voice was a bit raspy today. I've had a rough day, just a very long day, and I'm recording this right at the end, so my voice is pretty rough. But hopefully next episode it should be a lot more fresh, a lot more different, and we should be all good. But that's going to wrap it up for this episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to smash a big old thumbs up, drop a subscribe down below, and leave a comment as always. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next FIFA 18 Road to Glory episode. So see you guys next time, and peace.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find a light in your soul.